at the end of the year. Talents zilikuwa pale. Let me start with the
there were good talents, really talented. We saw how Africans actually, when it comes to talent development, they're heading somewhere. If you look at Kenya, there we played. Personally, I was not expecting us to win the trophy, or I was not expecting us maybe to reach until the semi-final or the quarter-final, because these are our first time in the African Under-20, and the boys really did well, because there are teams that have been there before. They have been competing. They know how it is. They know how tough it is. They know how to approach the matches. Because you see the way we are playing, we are really, really talented, but we struggle in terms of game management most of the time, because we could score, but how do we defend the lead? So we got the chances, we converted the chances, we created chances, we scored classic goals, but when it comes to defending, that's where was the problem, and that's now where the experience with the tournament for those teams that have been there really comes out, because if you see the way Morocco played, and I think the other team, even South Africa, they played that. South Africa actually played strong teams, the like of Nigeria, the likes of the Morocco, and they really did well. Why? Because they've been there over and over again, so they know how to handle the tournament. So when it comes to Kenya, this was a big step for the boys, and I think that team should be maintained, because they really got talent. So what they need to do is just to get exposed to this tournament most of the time. I think every qualification, we need to qualify within 2 years, or another 2 years we'll reach the final. So the boys did well according to my expectations.
And you've been so close with the likes of Wangai, and every Kenyan wants to know maybe any progress so far?
Yeah, I think Wangai really showed a lot. There's a lot of teams that are interested in him right now, which it's very confidential, we can't expose now, but his development has been good. I think Annette also has played with him at some moment in League Ndogo. His development has been good, and since under-9 he has been outstanding. So it's not something new for us, because he's someone who has been in Kenya for a very long time, and I think he has origin from Uganda, so you expect that talent where it comes from. But his development has been tough. The coaches at League Ndogo, the coaches were at K-Sharks, the coaches at Albania, the coaches at Spain, those who have he has really traveled a lot and has really experienced that development in different stages of this football world. So he's outstanding because of actually those guys he has passed through. He has passed through a lot of coaches, not only in League Ndogo, but even outside. I think he's one of the players who last year when he was in Albania, he was still young, under 18, but he was playing the senior team, and I think he got man of the match a lot of time for the Albanian, for the Apollonia. So he's someone who the Kenyan as a whole, we have been looking for that number 10, and we have him right now. So the best thing is how do we breed him, and we breed the rest, because even if you see the national team, the Harambee Stars, what you are lacking is a very creative number 10. Once we get that, Olunga can be scoring the way he's scoring, where he's scoring in this league that is playing in Spain. So if we just get a complete number 10 who is creative, and if we can mold Wangai and the rest of those under 20 who are there to be the best, then we are comfortable with the national team Harambee Stars.
And Miss Washira here was playing in the League Ndogo, akamwachoka. Ulichoka mapema?
Si hivyo.
Na si injury, sababu every player.
It was injury.
It was injury.
Injury?
Yeah. But as well, I mean, football kuna watu wake pia as well. So inafikanga a point. And then also, growing up, watching Wangaya play, watching some of the best players in this under 20 play, kuna mali unaonanga I miss hapo. But now when you look at that under 20 squad, what you realize is that the group stage you are in, all those teams have gotten to the quarterfinals. Those apart from Tunisia, they're going to the World Cup. So what does that say about the group you are in?
True.
Na maanisha huko kulikuwa kumoto. So for us to go hizo games zote tungeshinda against Morocco, we just slipped, as Lawrence said. Game management. How do you go into a game you start and you lose? You start winning. So if we came up against teams like Morocco and Nigeria and we competed and we were still strong, it means that the team we have for our first season, the team we have is very good. So despite losing, next time when we come back, we have the experience. Well, unfortunately, we'll have lost most of the squad due to watakuwa progressed to under 23. Yeah. But it's very encouraging to see South Africa go on and win it with Morocco in the semi-finals. It means that we are good. And even sometimes even better than most of the teams that were there. Because kama Tanzania hakupika hata point moja.
Yeah, sure.
So, yes.
No one would have predicted that at the end of the day South African would be victorious. So sababu ukiuliza mtu, someone would mention the likes of Nigeria, the likes of Morocco, and the likes of Morocco. But first before I come to you, wacha tusikize the fans kwanza, alafu tutasikiza makocha. Wacha tusikize mafans, je, walikuwaje wakiongelea kuhusu South Africa lifting the trophy.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy, including my brother here. He's been stopping me. Yes! Yes! We are champions! Santi! We've done it, boys! I'm a cheater! Benny McCarthy, this is for you. You couldn't do it in 97, but we've done it for you, Benny. Yes! Nakupenda Kenya!
Strongest team right now, and our future is bright, and we are going to the World Cup. We are ready! Yes! Solidarity! Bafana, Bafana!
Best summer cheater in the world! Africa!
Fans there are full of excitement after their team lifted a trophy. Videos courtesy of Fred Arocho has been there since the kickoff of the tournament, but I understand he is jetting back currently. He's on his way, coming back. Anyway, let's listen to the two coaches. Je, kuna nini?
After the game, when we win the game, is difficult, and when we lose, it's impossible. No, but I think we missed the goal, only the goal today, you know?
Players, the technical team, and everybody at home who has been supporting us, it makes it easy sometimes when you get support. It was not an easy journey, starting from the first games in the group stages. You can even see the margins of the results. It's 1-0, 1-0, but thanks God, we were able to go through all the journey until we came to the final, and we ended up winning the final. What a difficult game, honestly. Yeah, much as we told the boys to say, it's not going to be an easy game. They also saw it themselves. But we always stick to what we can do best and making sure that we don't concede. Mostly if you don't concede in a tournament, chances are you get one goal, you score, then you win the game. But it was a tough game, but a good game for the people to watch and also for our continent.
The two coaches, they are giving their post-match interview. South African coach and then a Moroccan coach. I could see the Moroccan players, the way they were frustrated. In South Africa, like in Bafana, and then their fans fear the reaction from the fans, though the tournament didn't have the those venye tunge expect kama ingekuwa Kenya. Sure. I would have expected a lot of fans to turn up to support their teams. Like
I think
the under-20?
I think there was less expectation of South Africa winning the AFCON, the under-20 AFCON, but congratulations to them. And as Coach Lawrence and Annette have said, my biggest question will be, as Kenya, what are we going to do to be there again? I will not be one to bank on the current squad to be with. Annette has just said a large number of this squad will not be here the next time. So my biggest request will be maybe to the federation and the government as a whole to find a way to replicate such performance, or rather such events, such occurrences, so that we can have an under-20 and under-17. And the best thing, Danko, if you see the teams that have won, check in their FAs in their country, they have under-20 leagues. If you see the teams that are seasonal in that AFCON, they have under-20 leagues, they have under-17 leagues. So my thinking would be for us to be seasonal participants in that AFCON, we need to have leagues. Let's give our players optimum minutes, because if Wangaya even, let's say, plays for, like now Cairo is playing for KCB, example, he might not get optimum minutes, but if he's in an under-20 league, a player gets optimum mean. So we went to that AFCON with our 3,000 hours, and we find people who have 10,000 hours. So automatically, it is not a match for us.
All right. Tukisonga tu mbio mbio, Crystal Palace winning their major trophy. Amevaje